Hello, everyone. My name is Antonio Arnold, and I want to talk to you about business to business, real talk about business. A little bit about myself. I am a veteran of the United States Army and Air Force, served in the Air National Guard and Army Reserve as well, and served in ministry for over 22 years, and also been a business owner for over since 1998. I always loved business. Also love network marketing, but I also been a traditional business owner as well. My wife and I have had opened up a small store up in Petersburg, Virginia, and in clothing. And our focus was clothing lines, screen printing, design shirts, and a few other gift items as well. And as you can tell by the look on the store, we had quite a bit of a variety of items. And like I said, we also did screen printing, but we also did have done in the past uh, placing a photograph on a T-shirt. So we were very successful. We've done it very well. And how we were able to do that is to acquire funds. And how we acquire funding is through um, business plan, what we call business plans. Okay, business plan is essential to your success in your business. Without a business plan, you have not planned to succeed, but failed because of the lack of what? Planning. Planning is so essential. It doesn't matter even if you're trying to open up a small ministry, you need a plan. Okay. So, what does it take to launch a business? Well, before we can put everything together that we're about to talk about, we got to have first an idea. We got to have a vision. What do you want to do? What type of service you want to provide? What have you done in your past, from your experience in your careers? What you like to do? That's the first thing. Find what you like to do. Find what's you. Okay, and what sets you apart to do this. Okay, so that's your first task. Second task, you want to have a goal. We all have goals. Ever since we were young, we had a goal. Some of us, when we were young, we wanted to be a fireman. Some wanted to be doctors. Some of us wanted to be a lawyer. But as we grow older, those goals dwindle a little bit as time becomes some sort of a challenge. You know, some of us want to be rich but don't know how to get there. Some of us want to be financially wealthy, but don't know how to get there. Some of us want to be business owners, but do not know how to get there. So the most important thing you want to take into consideration, ladies and gentlemen, is to set goals. What do you want? What are your goals in life? What is your goal for today? What is your goal for tomorrow? What is your goal for the week? You know, I want to lose 5 pounds by next week. Great, that's a goal. Hey, I want to be able to stop smoking. So I'm instead of smoking a pack of cigarettes a day, which is 20 cigarettes, I'll cut it down to 10 cigarettes a day and down to 5 cigarettes a day. You have to have goals, ladies and gentlemen. Every day, we want to have a goal. When we work for our employers, companies have goals or production goals that they'd like for their employees to produce. Why? So the company can make more money and make a profit. And that way they can pay you to keep your job. So you want to have goals. What is the pastors? What are your goals for your ministry? Where do you want to take your ministry to? Do you want to take it overseas, take it international as an international ministry? Do you want to go to be a street ministry? Do you want to be a church without wall type ministry? Do you want to be a ministry that reaches to the fabric of the family? Or do you want to be a Christian counseling ministry? Whatever you like to do, you have to have a goal. Okay? So let's go on number 3. And this is very essential here. Because without this, there is no business. First of all, you got to have a business plan. You got to have a business plan. I'm going to say that again. You got to have a business plan. You just can't start something without having things you want to take in consideration. Your target market. Who are you wanting to target your market to? What's your target market? Is it Petersburg, Richmond? Is it the entire United States? Are you going to focus on California? Do you want to focus on New Jersey or Idaho? What is your target market? You know, some people target their market like for hair. If you want to be a hair designer or a hair company that sells wigs and hair products, then you want to focus your target market. Maybe you want to focus on, you know, young women who wants to have that kind of style of hair, long hair. You know, most women in my community love long black hair. Okay, so that might be your target. Some women like jewelry. Some people target people who like jewelry. Some people target people who like fast cars or customized painting. Whatever your market is, that's going to be, you should make that your target. Okay, you want to have the effective way to communicate your product. Definitely, communication is essential. You want to have a means to convey your product to your audience. Okay, you want to set, again, you got goals. What type of leadership you have? What experiences do you have? Do you have any credentials? If you want to be an eye doctor, okay, do you have a license? Do you have a degree in medicine or in any clinical degrees? I'm just saying this as an example. What kind of solution do you bring to the community? What I mean by the community, what solution of your product going to solve your customers' problems so they can seek your business to solve a problem? Hey, some people say, I need a new lawnmower, or I need a lawnmower service because my lawnmower broken and I can't afford a brand new one. Things you want to take, you want to be a problem solver. You want to have the solution to your client's problem, okay? You want to have something that's innovation, you know, innovation. In the term innovation, you want to have something that's really stands out, that reach to the various fabric of the community, of the people who are you're marketing to. What kind of innovations do you have? Are you using social media? Do you have a commercial? Are you using YouTube? Is your product easy to use? Is there a step-by-step process to this? Does it come with instructions? You know, what kind of innovation have you developed since you've been open? Okay, what kind of success do you have? You write on success. You know, what kind of service? And does your product inspires? And the list goes on and on. But the main line we have to focus on, you know, as a business owner, you want to make a profit, because after your bottom line, when you pay off your expenses, you pay that your cost, your overhead costs, your salary, then you want to have a profit generated, because you want to have an asset. The asset is the difference of all your expenses minus costs. Is it in the positive? You got an asset. Is it in the negative? Then you got a liability. Okay, so you want to take that into consideration. So, hey, these are things you want to take in consideration. But also, you want to take in consideration: do you want to be a sole proprietor, a partner, or a limited liability company, or a corporation? Incorporated. It's all up to you. Let's move on. So we already talked about. We just talked about plans. About talk about setting goals. We're already talking about you know, ideas. So number 4, which is the most important, guys, what kind of capital do you have? Do you have money? And a lot of people don't want to talk about this, because I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If you're looking to open a business, you got to have some money. It takes money to make money. If you haven't put money aside to set aside for your investment, then you're not in business at all. Your business is not going to start, because it takes money to purchase supplies, office equipment, You want to get your license. It costs money for services to help you get your business up and running. You know, these things takes time and it costs. When you venture out to other people's services, and let's say you want to open a car wash, well, you're going to need chemicals from a wholesaler. That costs money. Chemicals that's not going to hurt the paint of the vehicles, and they got to have a guaranteed warranty on it. So, you know, and then you got to look at water supply from the city. Then you got to have that water go down a drain that is approved by the city. That way it won't pollute the groundwater. So that's another thing you got to take consideration. Everything costs, man. Ain't nothing free. You got to pay your light bills. You got to pay your gas bills. You got to pay all these bills. You got to pay your taxes. You got to have money up front ready to get started. Okay? So you want to plan that into your budget as you put your business plan together. That's very, just matter of fact, this is the most important part, second to a business plan, and should be number 2, is capital. Because without capital, you cannot invest. Period. If you have a dream, work to that dream, set capital aside for it, and launch. Build and launch. That's all I want to talk about that. So we already talked about, you got to have an idea. You got to have goals. You got to have a plan. Number 4, capital. So I talk all these great things about business plan, ladies and gentlemen. So let's find out, what is a business plan? What is a business plan? A business plan is a formal statement of business goals, reasons they are attainable, and plans for reaching them. So you got to have, then it may also contain background information about the organization and team attempting to reach those goals. That's all a plan is. It's a formal statement of business goals, reasons they are attainable, and plans for reaching what? Them. Those goals. Okay? So who needs a business plan? Every business out, individuals or a group who's looking to open a business or a nonprofit. And here's the proper definition. Who needs a business plan? If you're just planning, and I'm just going to read this to you. Anyone here, if you're just planning to pick up on some freelance work to supplement your income, please, then you can skip the business plan. But if you're serious on embarking on a more significant endeavor that likely to consume a significant amount of your time, money, and resources, then you need a business plan. If you're serious about business, taking planning seriously is critical to your success, ladies and gentlemen. And as you read here further on this last paragraph, unfortunately, many people think business plans only for starting a new business or applying for a business loan. That's not true. That's not 100% true. Even though it's true, yes, you need a business plan to start up. Yes, you need a business plan to apply for capital. But a business plan is also vital for running a business. A business plan is also vital for running a business. Why? Because it got strategic planning in there. Whether or not it's needed, new loans or new investment, it doesn't matter. You need it for strategic planning. It's vital to your business. Existing businesses should have a business plan that they maintain and update as market conditions changes and new opportunity arises. I definitely in agreement. Here are some examples of some of the business plans I have personally put together. Now, bear in mind, I have helped and trained hundreds of people on how to develop not only a business plan, but how to market their business, how to develop strategies. I have helped people, especially in network marketing, put businesses there, utilize marketing strategies, something they never done before. I have trained hundreds of thousands of people, whether it be online and physical, on what it takes to be successful in business. So you're talking to dealing with somebody who has some experience. Okay? So this just gives you an idea Uh, just a small sample of what a business plan can look. I mean, we got it from funerals to skill building to group homes. So the question is I have for you, which is opens up another door opportunity. We already discussed about business plans, and we do provide that service. We can provide that service to you, but we also have another service for those who are looking to open a group home or a mental health service support, mental health skill building service in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Do you know how to, the question, do you know how to properly fill out and complete, and I'm talking to these prospective business owners who are seriously looking to open a mental health service support, mental health skill building service. Do you know how to properly fill out and complete a new applicant service packet from the Department of Behavioral Health? And this is how the new service packet look like on the front. And it contains just, I'm going to show you 2 pages, okay? Here's 1, policy and procedure review form. Here's 2. Now, part of the application, you're basically building an organization from scratch, ladies and gentlemen. From nothing to something, okay? And that's in any business. So you need a policy, you need a procedure review, forms, you need forms that is catered to your business organization and services to you that you provide, all right? Now, of course, if you look on this pay form, I'm just showing you just a little bit, guys, because I don't want to take a lot of time and I don't want to give a lot of information out, unless, we sit here on an appointment or we sit there and we we have a contract. So, just to give you an idea, of course, if you look here, I'm going to move this mouse right here, if you don't mind. See my little mouse right here? Okay. See here, pre-screening discharge, planning of applicable, CSB only. Physical accountability, the provider shall have a written internal control to minimum the risk of theft and embezzlement of provider's fund. Okay. And these sections are here are critical. And here's a form. Formal information form. That has to be put together for the client. You got to build these guys. You got to put these things together. They're going to check. You got to have a weapons policy. You got to have a background check. And that's not done until you complete once you're approved for your license, then they'll allow you to do that. So don't worry about that at this time as far as background checks. You could still have a policy. You still need a policy procedure on that, but don't get into the nicks and bolts about how I need to go ahead and get my background check done, and I need to get my employees to scratch all that until you're approved. Your job description, and if you move over to the screen on the right, you need a client service form. How do you put it together? They're giving you the bullets, but you don't know you never seen one before. And the one you may have and you may use may be out of date, and it may be disapproved. Why? Because I experienced that. Okay? So, just to give you an idea on the right up front, what is required. Now, I'm just showing you just 2 pages. There's at least 20 or 30 pages of information that's right in front of you, and each bullet, you got to put together. Now, some of you ain't gonna have time, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it could be downright overwhelming. You get started, you think it's simple, you send a few pages of paper up to Behavioral Health, and they laughed at you and sent it back right at your face, and you're like so frustrated. Some of y'all look like this. You're researching, don't know what you're doing, and hey guys, and you're like, hey, Behavioral Health, can you help me? And they was like, no. Follow the packet on the application. That's what they're going to tell you. They're there to review your paperwork and forms. They are not there to provide a service to you by teaching you step by step how to fill out those forms or how to create those forms or how to create these policies. You know, you have to do it yourself. You have to do it your due diligence if you want it done. They provide you the guidance. Here it is in writing. You guys have at it. Good luck. You know, this is aggravating. When behavioral health take all that beautiful paperwork you typed up and you send it to them, and it gets the look on their face when they send it back to you. After 2 years of waiting, ladies and gentlemen, because you got to wait in line just like everybody else, and it takes approximately 2 years before they get to you. 2 years. So you better get started now. And then you're looking at all that stuff you have been turned down. You know, your stuff been wrong. You got to tear it up. Start all over again. Your computer's overwhelmed. It's printing. The phone's off the hook. And you're in chaos. And you look like this woman right here. And she's like, really? Really? But the good news, guys, there's the sunshine over the horizon. Why? Because we will help you. We will help you. We can help you. I have experienced behavior health. And I have gone through the process. And the only reason I haven't gone to the next step of actually in putting the investment down and opening, because my wife is tired. We're at this point of retirement now. We want to travel. But I like business. So you know me, I like to keep things going. So what I'm going to decide to do is provide a service to you that will help you provide the proper documents to open up a mental health skill building or mental health service support or a group home. That's how I do. Or a business plan. Will. First thing I'm going to do is to assess your needs. Okay, assess your situation. Take a look at your goals. Where do you want to be located? And take a fine tune that into a plan. Okay. We're going to develop a policy and procedure that fits and or fulfill license requirements. Reason I know that, I've been through the process. Whenever they don't send it back, they like it, it's good. They locked into the system. Wherever they don't like, they send it back. You got to do it over again, okay? Until it's correct. And sometimes it may take 6 months to a year before they get back with you on that too. And then one of the things I like about helping people with this service, we like to save time and having your packet approved. So if we could help you put your packet together, get your application set, and send it to them all at once, that will save you time tremendously. Now, there's still that 2-year wait. But after that 2 years, you want to be in a position of strength where you can ready to open within 6 months after that 2 years, or be ready to open within a year of that 2 years. Either way is fine. You don't want to be in a position with yourself where 6 months later, no. 6 months later, still no. Still later, you still got to make correction on something, and you're not ready. You're losing time. You're losing potential capital that you could be earning right now. Okay? What would you going to receive from this service? You're going to receive a paper copy of your complete packet. One for you, one for behavior health. And I will personally put everything together according to order. It's going to be put in according to order on that application form, which is a series of requirements in order so that individual in the Department of Behavioral Health can go through your packet step by step with fine-tooth comb and be satisfied what you have. Now, there may be times there's like a 10% or 20% chance there may be some changes in behavioral health policy that you may have to tweak. But other than that, you will not have to go through the frustration and putting the hours and the time to put all that together, because it does take time, ladies and gentlemen. It takes a tremendous amount of time. And unless you are an administrator and can type 40 words per minute for the next 30 to 100 to 1,000 days, well, and that's exaggerating 1,000 days, but let's say 6 months to a year, I mean, that's going to be a daunting task. What I do is help people cut that in half. Most of the stuff I have is already preset, and all the thing we need to do is sit down, talk, and put it together. Okay, so we can do that. Guidance from our staff will to help you through the process. That's what we're here for. Okay, we will help you through the process. And matter of fact, I'm going to give you some insight that can help you additionally. Now I'm not going to just hope we're going to help you. But you're going to take some due diligence from your part as well in making this happen. Okay, and the rest is up to you. It's that simple. It's that simple, ladies and gentlemen. It's not hard. And all you have to do, which I like, what is the next step? And I don't like these pop-ups. The next step is a one-on-one appointment. One-on-one appointment with me. All you have to do to set it up is to text this number. Or call. Leave a detailed message. Now, again, time is money. Money is time. I do not like to waste time. And neither should you as a business owner. I'm talking to the business owner particularly. Not someone who's looking for a hobby, and not someone who wants to waste my time. I'm a professional. You want to text me or call me, leave a detailed message. Make sure you have if you have a business plan, have it ready for your appointment. Have your ideal budget. If you don't, we'll help you put one together. Okay? Have a resume, because I want to know your experience in this area. Okay? Do you have experience? So bring a resume with you. If you have team members who have them experience, bring their credentials. Okay? I don't care if they're licensed counselors, licensed social worker. I don't care if they have a master's degree in human services. Bring all that information, or you have a PhD. Either way is fine, or no PhD, no degree, only a high school diploma. That's fine. We'll talk about that. And I'll show you how you can hire people, look for people to hire who have those credentials, and where you can go to do that. Okay? And you may already know, but if you don't, ask. All right? I'm very punctual. I really appreciate your time. I really thank you. And I want to share something else. Guys, if you like what you have seen so far, like what you heard, and you want more detailed information, I repeat, more detailed information, please get with me. And please, like all videos, please like, subscribe, and share. I love it. I love when people like, subscribe, and share. Please share with a friend. You may someone who's going to go into business but just don't know how. You may have a friend who wants to open up a restaurant and do not know how to put a business plan together. Well, I have a plan for you. All you have to do is come sit with me for 30 minutes for free, and I will talk to you and give you some hints of what you need to do. Okay? So, with that in mind, I'm going to close out. I thank you once again. Again, subscribe, like, and share. With all that said and done, this is Antonio Arnold, Beast Mode from Heavenly Touch Technology, LLC, right here in the beautiful city of Petersburg, Virginia. We're here to help you guys. I'm here to help you. Text me, call me, subscribe, like, and share. This is Beast Mode signing out.